Resourceful Designer, episode 314. Price equals expectations.
Welcome to the Resourceful Designer podcast, offering solutions to streamline your graphic and web design business so you can get back to designing. And now, your host, whose favorite season is hockey season, Mark DeCote.
What can I say? I bleed blue and white for my Toronto Maple Leafs. Anyway, in this episode of Resourceful Designer, I want to talk about the prices you charge for your services and how that affects what your clients expect from you. But before I get to that, I have a favor to ask you. If you're enjoying this podcast and you know of any other designers, graphic designers, web designers, UX designers, whatever, who you think may benefit from the content I share, would you please let them know about this podcast? They can visit resourcefuldesigner.com, find out more about it there, subscribe or follow the podcast from the links provided on the page, or you can just tell them to look up Resourceful Designer anywhere they listen to podcasts. There's even a convenient app for both iOS and Android with all the episodes available. So please don't keep this to yourself. Help spread the word to any other designers you know. It's greatly appreciated. And now, price equals expectations. The second most common question among graphic and web designers, after, of course, how to attract clients, is how much to charge for our services. No matter what price we settle on, we're never sure it's right. Could you have gotten more for that job the client so readily agreed to? Perhaps. Is the price the reason another client isn't replying to the proposal you sent? It could be. It seems no matter how long we work in this industry, I don't think we will ever figure out the quote-unquote right price for our services. But that's okay, as long as you feel properly compensated for your work. Getting paid $200 for a logo design is a great accomplishment for some designers, while other designers won't even consider a logo design project for under $2,000. It all comes down to the value you feel you bring and the impression that you give your clients. Let's look at this from the client's point of view. From their perspective, what's the difference between a $200 logo and a $2,000 logo? Now, you may say it's the value. It's the experience of the designer, their skill and knowledge. And I can't argue with you there. More experienced designers do tend to charge more. It makes sense. But does that mean that the experienced designer's $2,000 logo is 10 times better than the $200 logo from a less experienced designer? Maybe, or maybe not. The less experienced designer may end up creating a better logo. We don't know. So why would a client hire a $2,000 designer over a $200 designer? Well, it all boils down to expectations. Let's look at another industry. Say you're going on vacation and you need a place to stay while you're away. Now, your destination has two options to choose from. I know it mustn't be a very popular vacationing spot, but go with me here. These two options are a $49 per night motel and a $200 per night hotel. Now, without knowing anything about these two places, without seeing any pictures or hearing anything about them, what do you think your expectations are? Both places offer a bed for sleeping. Both include a TV and free Wi-Fi. Both even say they include breakfast. And they both have positive reviews online. So you would expect the same experience from both places, right? Wrong. And you know that. The fact that one of the places charges 4 times the price of the other one creates a higher expectation. For $200 a night, you expect the beds to be more comfortable. You expect more offerings on the TV and faster Wi-Fi. You expect a more inclusive breakfast. Overall, you expect more because you're paying more, even though, in the end, both places would give you exactly what you need: a place to sleep at night. The same goes for graphic design services. The more you charge, the more your clients expect from you. And I don't mean deliverables, although that may be a part of it. What I mean is, your clients expect better communications from you, more professionalism, more attention to detail, and a more take-charge attitude. The more you charge, the more the client expects that you can get the job done with minimal involvement on their part. These expectations breed trust. And when your clients trust you, they give you the freedom to do your work in the manner that suits you best. The less you charge, the fewer expectations they have, which means lower trust. I speak from experience, and many designers can attest that the less you charge for your services, the more clients want to dictate exactly what you do. They don't want you for your knowledge or your experience. They only want to fork over a few dollars to borrow your skills. It's almost like you're a rental to them. These are the type of clients who say, "I have an idea and I need you to create this for me." They expect less from you because it's what your prices tell them. Would a client hire a $2,000 logo designer and say, "Here, I drew up this rough sketch of an idea. Can you clean this up for me?" No. And that's because price equals expectations. Clients will treat you differently depending on how much you charge. Clients willing to pay more for design services generally expect a higher level of service, expertise, and attention to detail. They expect you to understand design principles and that you're current on design trends and the technologies involved. These clients will likely have more complex and demanding design needs and want to work with designers who can deliver exceptional results. Designers who charge higher rates can expect to be treated more respectfully and professionally. Still, they will also need to be able to deliver a higher level of service to justify those rates. The more you charge, the more your clients expect. On the other hand, clients looking for more affordable design services are usually willing to sacrifice some level of expertise and customization in favor of a lower price. It's up to you to decide whether to be a high-rate designer or an affordable designer. But remember that setting too low rates can actually harm your business in the long run. While clients may be attracted to your lower prices initially, they may also be wary of working with a designer who charges significantly less than their competitors. That trust between you and your clients will never reach the level it does with higher-priced designers and their clients. Setting your rates too low can also make it difficult to invest in your own business and to grow your skills and expertise over time. Because the lower you charge, the more clients you need in order to make ends meet. In the scenario I presented, the lower-priced logo designer needs to find 10 clients to make the same amount of money that the higher-priced designer makes from just one. And that means that the higher-priced designer can focus more of their thoughts, their attention, their energy on that one client instead of dividing it amongst many, which also helps them to meet and exceed their clients' expectations. So how do you justify higher prices? Well, one of the first things clients do when considering a graphic or web designer is looking at your portfolio. They want to understand your style, your capabilities, and the types of projects and clients that you've worked with. Now, it's important to have a portfolio that showcases your best work, one that highlights your strengths, something that shows you're worth the prices that you charge. Now, case studies can help justify higher prices, where a portfolio shows what you're capable of designing. A case study shows the who, what, and why of the designs you created. A case study shows how you think, how you tackle design problems, and they can demonstrate why you're worth the higher rates that you charge. But besides portfolios and case studies, it all comes down to confidence. You need to feel confident in the prices that you charge. And that's something that can take time. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. It can make you feel like you're not worth the higher prices. But that's just not true. Now, if you're not comfortable just jumping in and charging these higher rates, you can get there if you take it slowly and build up to it. The next time someone asks you for a price, quote them a bit higher than the last similar project you did. And keep doing this until you reach a price point that you're happy with. I charged $500 for the first website I designed. And I thought, wow, I just made $500. The next time I did a website, I charged $700, then $900, and so on. Nowadays, I rarely do a custom website for under $5,000. In fact, most of them are closer to the $10,000 mark. And the clients I have respect my abilities and trust me to provide them with the attention to detail that benefits my professionalism. I meet the expectations clients are looking for a $5,000 and more website designer. But keep in mind, whether you charge higher rates or you charge more affordably, the most important thing you can offer your clients is high quality work that meets their needs and builds strong relationships. Although, if you deliver high quality work for your clients, you might as well be making a bunch of money while doing it. After all, price equals expectations. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Now, if you want to have more conversations about pricing and dealing with clients and all that stuff, I suggest you join the Resourceful Designer community at resourcefuldesigner.com/community. We have these sort of conversations on an ongoing basis. We talk about dealing with clients. We talk about the best prices to charge. We talk about rates. We talk about services we can offer and so much more. If you're starting or running a graphic design business and you're trying to do it all by yourself, let me tell you that there is help out there. And every member of the Resourceful Designer community is willing and able to offer advice, tips, and resources to help you grow your business. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please head on over to resourcefuldesigner.com/community and join today. So thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate you for spending a little bit of your day with me. I know we're all busy, so thank you. And I do hope you are finding some value in listening. Once again, if you know any design friends that can benefit from this podcast, please share it with them. It would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, I am your host, Mark Decote, wishing you all the best with your design business and reminding you to stay creative.
Thanks for listening to the Resourceful Designer Podcast at resourcefuldesigner.com.